closely fought battle to this point. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals on one play have taken the lead. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to roam now. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffin. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now it's 2nd and 9. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get it.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to.
And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Back to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to try and take off with it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air. even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today. Yeah,
he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He's going to try and do this himself. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Cards, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.